It's June 1st here at Quest Charter Academy. This is Dr. Tanya Jenkins, Executive Director, and it's time for our weekly updates. It's hard to believe that we're already into June. Parents, it is amazing how fast time goes. We want to be able to take a look at this week several things that we've already talked about, but we need to make sure that we address again this week as we start to begin to close out the year. So we want to make sure that we've got those ending school dates. We want to keep pushing students to come to class. I sat in on a science class today with Mr. Drummond and really enjoyed the students telling about their ecosystems. We also want to finish up our grading device return. We need to make sure everyone is clear about. Then we want to make sure that you're aware of the graduation ceremony and summer school opportunities. So those are the conversations that we want to cover this week. Everyone should be aware by now. Your students, I'm sure, are telling you that seniors had their last day May 29th. This Friday will be the last day for 8th graders. And then everyone else finishes up following week on June the 11th. So parents, we are still not finished with our classes, so please continue to monitor your students and get them to finish strong. As far as grading goes, we've had these conversations before, but we really do need to understand that fourth quarter attendance and assignment submissions are what matter. So as long as students are coming to class and as long as they are continuing to turn in their assignments, they should be just fine. It's when they don't come to class and they're missing every day and they're not turning anything in that they are going to run into some trouble. So students other than seniors have this week to submit their final assignments. So anything that's missing, parents, this would be a good time for you to talk with teachers one more time and check in on your students to see how they're doing, what they're missing, what they can get still turned in. It's not too late. Seniors had their grades finished up last week, and their grades are being determined by this Tuesday so that we can then have their graduation ceremony on Thursday. Your 8th graders, again, their final grades are determined by June 9th. So we know that they finish on Friday, and then those grades will be calculated and ready for submission by the 9th. So parents, again, I urge you to work with your students to make sure everything is turned in that possibly can be turned in. And then all other students, the process continues through the 11th, and then teachers will be calculating those grades by the 12th. And then again, parents, those summer school notifications are coming out, and those students that need extra support because of things that they did or did not do this quarter, we still need to be able to take a look at seeing them join us starting on June the 15th. And summer school again does run through the 30th of June. So we want you to again support your students in being able to get the help that they need. As far as the devices being returned, again, we have 8th graders. They finish on the 5th, and we need to get those devices back from them. They will be returned in the middle school, in the gym, and once they return their devices in good working condition, they will receive their promotion certificates and gift certificates and things that we have for 8th graders. So let's make sure, parents, that you are aware of that. And anytime between 9 and 12 on Friday, you will be able to return those devices along with jetpacks if you had them, and be ready to finish out the year unless students are going to be attending summer school, and then they would need to keep their devices. Seniors, they will be returning their devices on the 9th, and they must return those devices on the 9th in order to get their diplomas. So again, we want to get through graduation, and then they can just come back through on the 9th, again, anytime between 9 and noon at the high school gym to receive their paper diploma, and things that we have for seniors will be handled on the 9th. Students not returning to Quest, we have a return date for June the 11th. That again is our last day of school. So the 11th from 9 to noon. Students at both schools will be able to come to those gyms and turn in their Chromebooks, jetpacks, any last assignments that they have. All of those things can be returned on the 11th. And students returning to Quest will be able to keep their Chromebooks, and parents, you need to help them be responsible for keeping those safe so that they are ready for use in the fall. Anything that is reported damaged or missing or broken completely will have to be replaced. So you'll want to probably take those from your students and keep those in a safe place until we're ready to start using them again in the fall. Note that all student fees must be paid in full to receive their grade level certificates, diplomas, report cards. All of those items will be provided once we receive our equipment back in good working order. Again, we're very proud of our seniors and that we have a virtual ceremony planned for them on June the 4th at 6 o'clock. I'm sure your seniors have told you all about it. We have programs ready to give out. Many of your students received those programs when they came through to take their pictures. If they've not taken those pictures, they need to let their principals know immediately, because the program is being put together based on students having come through, taken their pictures in their caps and gowns, and we are preparing that for you for a wonderful ceremony on June the 4th. That's a Thursday at 6 p.m. Seniors will receive the information to join that ceremony, because we really just want our families invited. So those links will only work for the students that we provide, and it is up to them to be able to use that link to allow people in. And we have it set that only seniors have a specific link for them, so they can only invite people that fit into their link. So we'll be able to tell who has invited whom, and we want that to go very smoothly. Programs were emailed to students. The graduation programs were emailed to students, and they also were able to pick them up at the high school so that you could have those to give out to family members and friends. Final reminder that our summer school does begin on Monday, June the 15th, and it ends on the 30th of June. The hours will be 8:30 to 1:30. Students were assigned by the needs seen by their teachers. If they had not completed their exit grade level expectations, or they have not been attending fourth quarter, then they were automatically signed up to be able to come to this program, and letters went out, so you do understand that students are expected to attend in order to meet their grade level expectations. Also, any of our students with IEPs that have in their IEPs extended school year notes, then they also were invited to attend. And students and parents who really just want to participate, to have activities to do from that time frame, they are also welcome to attend. So we want this to be open for students to be able to come get the supports from their teachers and still be able to communicate with their grade level friends. Those are your weekly announcements that we have for this week. As always, if you have any other questions or specific things that you need us to address, feel free to please start off with emailing your child's teacher. You can also email your child's principal, and any technology supports. We continue to be here on Mondays and Thursdays from 9 to 11 here at the high school, so that you don't need an appointment, you can just stop in. So again, we salute you for having supported your child to get through this times that are so different, and we do want to hear from you. If you need us, let us know. Hope your week is great. Stay safe.